Hey everybody. It is the third video in the Lincoln Highway sales that I did in Ohio. And this just wraps it up. There are a few yard sales, a special guest that meets me along the way, and yeah, then we do some recap. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. Hey, we're back at it in another yard sale. You know, I'm giving you that really good voiceover because the audio is so crappy. But I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'll let you hear some of the audio from the garage sales in a little bit. But I do think that the voiceover is better than the crackling sounds of the camera rubbing up against my GoPro case, and then also on the Velcro strap there or whatever. So yeah, I'm just looking through the VHS bin. Um, I've had a couple of my biggest sales ever be sealed VHS, and it's been a while since I found a really good one, but I do tend to buy them when I find them. Um, yeah, that Legally Blonde, it's a kind of a classic comedy now. It's been out a while and probably didn't have too many copies on VHS at the time. I'm guessing it uh, came around the millennium, like got to be right around 2000, 2001. Checking out the clothes, seeing some Tommy, and yeah, it's a pretty cool jacket. Some of the prices here were pretty expensive, um, but I do check the date, see when it was. It was actually not as old as I thought. Or no, that one, I think that date was actually rubbed off, but it was kind of cool. There was something wrong with this jacket. It might have been like stained or something, but it did have some cool look to it. But yeah, not a ton here. I'm guessing they might have had some better stuff originally. This was late in the day, so I think this might have been like right around lunchtime. Another Cleveland Brown. So if you guys have been watching, I think in the first part I found a Cleveland Brown sweater, a vintage sweater, which I did pick up. Yeah, if you guys see something that I should have picked up, let me know. It's always good to know more. It's always good to find out other things that are selling that I had no idea about. I'm sure you guys, that's one of the reasons you watch these shows, so you can pick up on things, bolos, be on the lookouts. This Michigan pullover, you know, I grew up liking Michigan. A lot of my family's from Michigan, so I grew up a Michigan fan pretty much until I went to Indiana University. Um, as soon as I started going to Indiana, I became a Hoosier, and now that's hence the name. I'm from Indiana, and I went to Indiana, so yeah, go Hoosiers. And I picked up this Michigan pullover. I really should not have. When I got it back and I was looking it over, it was stained on the cuffs or on the sleeves. It was not in as good a shape as I thought. But if that Adidas pullover was in nicer condition, it would have been an okay pickup. It probably would have went for 20 bucks plus shipping. That Michigan with the Jordan logo looked suspect. So that's basically why I didn't pick that one up. Yeah, I'm just looking around. I'm not noticing anything the second time around that I might have missed. That's probably the worst part about doing these voiceovers is, just seeing what you could have bought. A lot of times it's just sitting under a table and you just miss it. when you're going around. And when you look back, you're like, whoa, what was sitting under that table? What I would hope is it's not video games. If I missed a box of video games, I'd be really sad. But I'm gonna let you guys listen in a little bit, get that get that feel of the crackly yard sale sounds. Yeah, originally I was talking about this Legally Blonde VHS, but the audio, I can barely hear what it is over the crackling. So yeah, it's just not a bad tape. It's clean. It's really nice. I'll probably list it for 10 bucks plus shipping. On to the next sale. This is, like I said, around lunchtime this day, and I haven't had anything to drink all day, passing up lemonades and cookies and all this stuff. I point at these kids, I'm like, get that lemonade ready. I'm ready to have my first cup of the day. And this is probably the fastest sale I just walked through. And it's maybe my second to last sale that I see. And I don't see a whole lot left. A lot of kids stuff, a lot of kids clothes, kids modern toys. Um, so yeah, I basically head on out real quick here, and I grab that lemonade and bolt. Wait, did I hear cheeseburgers? Are those real? So yeah, as soon as I buy that lemonade, I start walking out. I notice my boy Jake on break, another reseller friend of mine, a good friend before we started doing reselling, but yeah, we both do it full time now. And Jake on break on YouTube as well. Make sure you go check him out, subscribe to him, and make sure you let him know that it was Hoosier Resell that sent you. Um, we're just comparing notes on the day, seeing who got what, talking about what we picked up, and one of the we walk over across the street. I'm going to show them one of the things that I found that I thought was interesting. Um, Jake is also a musician, and I knew he would appreciate this one piece that I found. Unfortunately, I didn't have the GoPro going. I was charging it at the time, but I found this guitar, and this guitar, the lady at the sale said that it was signed by Florida Georgia Line. So the two starring members of Florida Georgia Line. Um, I think Brian something and Tyler something, and she only had $5 on the guitar, and it's a guitar. The guitar looked cool. It's an electric acoustic guitar. The brand is not anything big, and it's not, even if the guitar was brand new, I think it's like a $75 brand new guitar, so really not a big deal. Uh, but, it's signed, and there's this little sticker on there that says certified JSA or something, so um, yeah, I take a chance on it for $5. It's a guitar and it says it's signed. And she said that she was a fan of Florida Georgia Line, so her husband bought that for her. So I was like, okay, kind of checks out, but it's so cheap. Um, but there is one string missing, so I'm asking them, Jake, if is that fixable? Can you do that? And he's like, who do you think you're talking to? Of course, I have no knowledge of this, so he's like, yeah, you can fix it. It's pretty easy. But then he says you might want to fix all four, and I'm like, how much is this going to cost? um, but yeah, I'm going to try to sell it local on Facebook, see if there's any Florida Georgia Line fans. Um, you know, I the signatures look nice. could somebody have faked it? Sure, I guess. But why would somebody fake Florida Georgia Line signatures? I don't know. The comps on eBay for authentic guitars signed by them are pretty expensive. So I guess, I can't put it past anybody. But when he played it, he said it sounded pretty good with the four strings. Um, I can easily get that fifth string, fixed up. I can either, maybe let him do the string or just go pay somebody to do it if I want to list it on eBay. But yeah, without it being officially certified, I don't know how I'm going to sell it on eBay. Um, Mostly just it would make a good decoration for somebody that likes that band. Yeah, he's pointing out things, and I'm probably listening, but he's probably talking way over my head. Jake, if you're listening to this, I'm sure that you're being very smart. If the audio was good, I'd run it back and actually listen to what that conversation was about. Uh, but yeah, I'm sure it'll sell.
I think that's a good time for today. Today? Yeah. Guys, I'm driving back home now, and it's been a pretty long morning and early afternoon doing the Lincoln Highway sales in Ohio. And I found a decent amount of stuff, so we'll go over things when I get home and lay it all out. But yeah, it's good to see Jake on break out there in the wild. And if you guys don't know, he also has a different hustle where he's a musician of his own. And hopefully you got to see that footage of him messing around with the guitar I found. But yeah, go check out Midwest Goodbye on YouTube, Instagram, all the different music platforms, Spotify, everything. Midwest Goodbye. Jake's awesome. So yeah, we'll go over things when we get home. All right, peace.
Okay, well, we're back, and I just wanted to point out one item here. This guy had a bunch of watches. These are not worth a ton, but for our Christmas village at the church, I got like 40 watches for less than $1 a piece. The kids like to buy presents for grandparents and parents, so they bring a few bucks and we set up a shop. This is an awesome Nickelodeon towel. This one's going to stay home with us. This polo bear, if anybody knows, whenever you see the polo bear, you just pick it up. This is just a vintage beach towel. So I think that'll go for like 30 bucks, 40 bucks maybe, free shipping. We also got from that same sale this amazing Catwoman from Batman Returns. That is a killer towel. Also got this Mickey towel and the Batman towel. So these are all still new with tags. This Coke one also has new with tags. So all four of these are from the 90s. Amazing colors. Gonna be hard to comp. Didn't see a whole lot for these. There was one new in the package for this Batman. It was still wrapped in the plastic, and that was going for like $150. No solds though, so we might list that one for $100. Catwoman for $100. We'll see. Also got this amazing James Dean sweater, vintage. The tag is ripped off, but that's definitely vintage. This one from the same house, another vintage James Dean. So if you guys don't know, in Fairmount, Indiana, that's where James Dean lived. He's got a museum there. That's where he's buried. So yeah, they have these people did go visit that site, and they said they didn't partake in the James Dean Festival, but made in the USA. So yeah, these are really cool. Ralph Lauren denim jacket, some odds and end toys, Peppa Pig, My Little Pony, still new in the wrapping, Cards Against Humanity. Just a few games today, nothing crazy. Wish there was more. So as you guys can see, just a good mix of things. Everything's worth money, but there's no like crazy bangers today. That Atari goes for like 30, 40 bucks, free shipping. Yeah, cool beer sign. Might try to sell it locally. Yeah, some electronic handheld Tigers, for 25 cents a piece. I'll probably lot them up and try and sell them for 20 bucks. The Pentax is actually pretty good. It goes for like 50. Got a couple albums. May have to keep the Shaft. I mean, that is just awesome. Shout out to Isaac Hayes. Yeah, and the one odd item I got was this guitar. So this guitar, for which you saw Jake on break playing in the footage, is supposed to be signed by Florida Georgia Line. I don't know if it's legit, but man, I looked at the signatures online and the signatures look right. I am not an expert though, so I'm gonna try and sell it locally, see if I can get $100 for it. But yeah, they sell some on eBay that are going for a good amount, but those are much better guitars. Got this nice starter Cleveland Indians jacket. It's made for a kid, but I just couldn't pass it up. It's just so nice. It's got that vintage wear. Couple for the Nintendo shelves, and yeah, vintage Adidas. Just some good stuff to list, but yeah, nothing super crazy valuable.
So there you have it. That was the end of the Ohio Lincoln Highway Byway sales, yard sales, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that 3-part series. I'll be doing more yard sales. Got some footage for the Amazon bins return place. So yeah, look for more stuff in the future. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm up to like 100 and I don't know. I'm over 100 right now, which is great. And yeah, so next milestone, 200. Let's get there, 200. Let's go. All right. We'll catch you guys later.